Demetra lit all day. What's going on, mama? Mm-hmm. Girl, I'm sitting up here listening at Rita. Now, were you in her chat last night? Well, this morning. And it was another last live, crying the ugly cry, slinging slot and tears every fucking where. Yeah, you live again. You promised the people that super chatted you all that money that you was gonna send it back. You didn't want it. You didn't need it, girl. Good morning, Camille. Girl, we didn't even make it 12 hours, and we're on this last live tour yet again. This is a crying shame. Now she's wearing call herself wearing Bye Babe and Tracy D out. Girl, this is a whole mess. You don't get it. Nobody does. Now, in the last 24 hours, you've gone after Jay Wilson, after he gave you his money. Bye Babe, after she gave you her money. Oh, she is. Definitely, Camille. She is definitely. All this nonsense, all this babble. I want to know, and I want to ask her, but she blocked me. Did you give those people their money back? Did you do that? Because that's what you claim. Now you selling all your equipment. Now everything's so brand new, and you gonna cut them a deal. Did you give them people the money? Because they did. They sent her. People started super chatting her last night. Well, this morning. Like, I don't even know who this is. Y'all don't send me nothing, girl. Don't. The more people that super chatted, the more she cried. It was a whole shit show. And here we are, 7 hours later. You live again. I saw Brother Jay came on for about 5 minutes. Told her, look, just run me my money. Okay, not a nickel returned. You know what? I've been up ever since. I can't. You know what? This is ridiculous. Then talking about how they stole Tracy's Oh, girl, it was only 5 minutes, but he did come on to address her. Listen, he said, I don't have nothing else to say to you, boo. Just run me my money. Those were his exact words. Run me my money. The- mm. You know what? And then how about yesterday? She did a long live. So she went into the live, right? And but you know what? She I found out that it stemmed, this whole blow up stemmed from something that went on in Wiley's chat. She was over there in Wiley's chat, agreeing with him about the whole incident with Jay Wilson, right? So I'm like, and she over there just voicing her opinion. So she said, okay, you voicing your opinion to a man that you owe about a man that you owe money to. Give the man the money. You talking about, girl, she knows she asked for that money, but she gonna try to interpret the super chat as him saying, you don't have to pay me back. Just use the money for your show. Uh, baby, nowhere in that little message area, that space area on the super chat box said, don't return my money. No, it started in Wiley's chat. Yeah, it started up there. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you felt the need to do all of this because, and actually, that was her. I don't owe him nothing. I don't owe him no money. I don't owe him nothing. Boo boo. Yes, you do. The man gave you the money with the premise that you said that you were gonna give it back. No, ma'am. Just because that's what he wrote in that little message area on the super chat doesn't mean. I mean, on the Cash App don't mean nothing because he's taking you on your word. Oh no. Oh, Rita been an ain't shit bitch since she came on here. I'm just gonna have to call a thing a thing. That's just how that goes. And then you get mad when you don't get the support. Because this is what people have to deal with. And you got the faithful few that beg her to stay. Well, you let me tell you, they're half and half. Half of the crew, so she say, ask her to stay. The other half says, Rita, take a break. Now here we go. Last week, no, 2 weeks ago, we were on 47th last live. Yeah, here we go again last night. We were on 48. Girl, we're on the last live tour. So let's go ahead on and get it in. And that's what she's doing. So I guess because she saw the people super chatting her on that last live this morning, she gonna come back again now and see if she can get a little bit more. Child, that's a shame. I wouldn't pee on Rita if she was on fire. This is the crying shame right here. Anything to try and get the people to give us some more money. You feel like because I don't even see this as roasting. I don't. Wow. Yes, you talk about if anybody else is forgettable, it's her. Honey, dude, I'm looking at the live right now. She's spitting and everything, girls, all over her chin. Girl, now you talking about all this state of the art equipment that you got. You can't use it. I saw her on the live yesterday. Girl, it looked ridiculous. That green screen is not working for you, mama. You might as well sell it back. Sell it to anybody, to the highest buyer. Yeah, let me tell you something about a habit. A habit will have you asking people that you do not know for their hard earned money, which is what she does all the time. You around here asking people, emailing people, sending out cash app requests, asking people for their money. Girl, that's habitual behavior. Then she got mad. She got big mad when Jay Wilson told her, talking about, why you asking me for my money and you got a whole husband. You get the money from him. You got a whole husband, yet you asking me for my money and then gonna talk about me. This is nothing but deflection. And her, look, I'm not gonna get, this was way back in August. This was way back in August. Okay, and now we in November, bitch, and you still ain't gave me my money. I'm so sick and tired of this. Then she keeps talking about how Pie Babe is jealous. Look, y'all got to help me out because I don't see it. Give me one thing, just one thing. Let me tell you something. If my husband even had a dream about another dude giving me money, we'll still be fighting right now. Hey, 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 Diddy Love. How you doing, boo? Girl, we just in here talking about this Rita's live. I can't. Somebody's gonna have to let me know when we get to the last of the last live, because this right here could go on forever. And yeah, what? Yes, ma'am. And wants to keep it going. She kept showing every time someone sent her a cash app. Girl, you done bought 2 packs of Newports, and the rest went to Jamal around the corner. Yes, she is. Yeah, yeah, she is. What they say, beam me up, Scotty. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Anybody that's on here acting crazy, spitting and slobbing everywhere, I can't do it. I wish I could. And y'all, we all know how she lets the chat determine the temperature of the live, and that's what she's doing now. Listen. I know, and it's because of reasons like this, though, because you always, and that's what's up there. The cash app is right on the screen. But last night you lied like you uninstalled your cash app and I guess closed the account. I don't even know how that worked, but I guess you, but yet 13 minutes later you show a cash app. Girl, going on with these lies. Go listen. Right. She definitely needs a break, but guess what? She'll never take it. She will never take it. She was gone for those few days um around her birthday time, and that's the longest break she's taken since she came on YouTube. And last night, well, this morning, I went live during her live, and they were telling me that she used to be a LPN. Yeah, she's wrong. Yeah, honey, I I was about to say I don't know how she sleep, but she does not sleep. Anybody, and I wonder which one it is, because, and I can't believe it. But then they say she lost her license. Okay, lost her license. If you were an LPN, do you think I'm gonna let anything come in between me and my money like that? No, sir. Yeah, they're getting tired. Yeah, well, they're getting tired. But the simple fact, listen, honey, we on this emotional roller coaster 5 out of 7 days a week. We up, we down, we crying, we happy, we glad. Girl, I've never been able to do. Let me tell you something. I can't do the emotional roller coaster type of person, and I cannot do the mental person. One thing about it, at the hospital where I work, sometimes other floors are short a nurse. This particular night, they were short a nurse in behavioral health. Ain't gonna tell me of all people that they needed me to go over there and work. I said, I tell you what, because I know I can't do crazy. Now that's one thing I cannot do. And being a nurse, you can't refuse an assignment once you've already clocked in. Because then they want to say you abandoned your job and this and that, want to take you to, to try to snatch your license. I went over there. I sat in one spot. Because see, when you deal with crazy people, you don't know what you're gonna get. Girl, where's she gonna go to work at? Where's she gonna go to work at, boo? Now she lost her nursing license. So where's she gonna go to work at? I'm trying to figure it out. Because girl, if I was at a nursing home and I was asking, I said, well, how did she lose her license? Because it had to either do with abuse or you riding and taking on people medication. Now, and they will set you up to see if you're gonna take that medicine. And in the nursing home, it's much easier to take the medicine because you got the keys to the card. It's nothing to say, oh, I gave the pill, sign it out, and you didn't get a pill. A one for you, two for me type of situation. Everything that she's saying has already been said before behind somebody else. So who's copying who now? Now, because this is nothing that you know for sure, because you just said in the same breath that I don't know these niggas. Okay, well, if you don't know them, you know nothing about their living situation. You know nothing about their bank account situation, child. Because that's what this is. Oh, this right here is a whole shit show. The entire thing. Throw the whole show away. You hear me? First and foremost, the owner of the channel. Throw the whole thing away. Push it right out the door. Mm-mm. Whatever, child. Let me tell you something. How you gonna copy something that you didn't invent? I'm trying to figure that out. How are you gonna copy something that you did not invent? Now, that's like she's talking about how people copying her comedy skit stuff. You know how people dressing up and carrying on and getting into character. Okay, child, correct me if I'm wrong, but we all know Jamie Foxx as Wanda. We all know Tyler Perry as Medea. We all know Martin Lawrence as Shanae. When did you invent it, people, boo boo? Because if you invented these people, owe you a lot of money, a bunch of it. And then, girl, people been doing it. I was trying to figure it out. I said, so you invented it, yet, girl, look. See, this is what I'm talking about. The crazy, I can't keep up. Exactly. Exactly. You better come on through with the flip, Wilson. Exactly. I can't. Mm. Now she doing the whole show. Girl, leave me alone. Look. And simply because I want to see how many videos about to be made about this because Brother Jay said he's done addressing it. Just give me my money. I have no more words for you. Okay. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Now, see, now she going into the skit thing. And what the people in the chat, they're saying, Rita, you don't have to explain. Rita, why are you still talking about it? Now, these are her real supporters. Girl, Betty White. Betty White putting the what had happened symbol in the chat. I'm too through. Oh yes, old and proud. Right, and that was her whole spiel. The last time it was supposed to be a last live. From then on, she wanted to. She said that that was the last live, and she was going to be doing nothing but uploads. She was just going to stick to her comedy and do the uploads. Well, she was still going live and doing the skits. She roasting and gagging celebrities, right? But she wasn't getting the support. And so then she got, defeated down in her spirit to where she didn't want to do it no more. Well, she saying she knows she gonna make it. I don't know what's in the stars for her. Okay. No, she don't want to be saved, girl. Let me tell you something. This lifestyle right here is a way of life for her. This is what she knows. This is what she does. That's why she not shame about asking people for money. It's one thing to just sit your cash app up there, but you emailing people and sending out cash app requests, that's a whole nother thing. Right, honey. Now today she gonna be on here all day. Yesterday she was on there all day, had nothing to say. I have a whole husband and kids. I have a whole life outside of YouTube. Well, honey, you dedicate no time to your real life then, because you listen. Yeah, let me tell you. Girl, we back to the GoFundMe with Bobby. Okay, it's time for me to log on. It's time for me to move on. No man. Now you got the nerve enough to talk about a GoFundMe, yet you talk about something that happened in August, hollering about it's old shit. Okay, well that's old shit too. Why are you bringing it up? Why are you mentioning it? You didn't dedicate a dime to it, so why? How does it concern you at all? If we the people that did donate not concerned about it, why are you? Child. Oh, now she's saying she done till she say she done. You always say you done, boo. Girl, how about I'm looking at my inbox and there's so many content creators saying, Rita, please stop. This is ridiculous. Okay, we've been saying stop since what? May? And right, honey, she no, you know what? And she did say last week that the little boy supposed to have been going to school, right? Yes, you just said that whoever somebody in the chat mentioned something about her son. She talking about I got help up in here. I, I thought the boy was going to school. Make your mind up. Is he going to school or do you have an in-house nanny for the day? Which one is it? Girl. And the thing about it, she wish she could lock hers in the room somewhere, but now she claims she got in-house help. Okay. Mm. But yes, you up here. Oh, she says she's not doing this for a click or view. The people got her messed up and she don't give a fuck about this shit, girl. Stop. One thing about a lie, it shines. It's shining bright like a diamond today. Right, exactly. Number one, I do know that like my baby girl, she's 3, my little love child, because there's a 10-year gap in between my last son and Miracle. Well, let me tell you something about Miss Miracle. Miss Miracle is the grownest 3-year-old you ever want to see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, screaming, cussing, hollering, crying. Girl, please. She took it down. She took the live down because I went back to try and look at it again. Girl, when I tell you that live was ridiculous and it was 4 hours and something. 4 hours and some change, girl. No, ma'am. No. But the last 10 minutes of that live is when she was doing all that ugly crying, slinging snot, spitting everywhere. I'm talking about real crying, loud crying. I said, wow, girl, Diddy, listen, is your 13-year-old 40? Listen, when Demetra, when she went to the side and I could see that shadow girl off that green screen and she standing up there talking to the wall, I was dead to the bed. I was dead to the bed. Honey, listen, Miracle is 3. She will be 4 on New Year's Eve. And when I tell you she's 3, my dad told me, he said, baby. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That little girl been here before. You can't tell me she haven't been here before. I said, well, daddy, yeah, I felt like that. But I think it's because she is around because I have 5 children and she's around other teenagers and she wants to do what they do. And I know that is my fault because if she's not with them, she's not with my husband, she's with me. And you know, oh my goodness. Oh, that's your daddy, honey. Let me tell you something. I got this besides my real dad, I have three others because my sons, I can't make a move. My 16-year-old, he is 6'5", and he's a boxer. And I told him, I said, let me tell you something. You better leave all the aggression for the ring because I can wear what I want. If my hair's looking a certain way, he got something to say. Child, yes, she does. She run with the big kid girl. Let me tell you. And okay, I have two jobs. At the hospital, of course, you can't go there, but I'm a mortician, and I take her to the funeral home with me a lot because they love her. And let me tell you something. If I have to do a service and I get dressed up and I decide to take her with me, I dress her up just like her mommy. And even though they're grieving, they love to see her coming. They love it. Oh, she smart. Miss Miracle is about to be 4, but baby girl is writing. She, I said, and I told her that. I said, let me tell you something. That's your daughter. So when you get old and no one is around to take care of you, call your daughter. Yes, yes, that's my love. Thank you for coming by, baby. You know I live for your editing, girl. I'll be over there. Girl, please tell me why this girl just said that she will pull her nipples out to show Jay Wilson that his is bigger than hers. You know what? This is a whole mess. This is a mess. But yeah, Miss Miracle is always around older people, much older people, even though I take her to the daycare so that she can be around other children her age. Well, even at the daycare, she in there telling them, instructing them on what to do, telling them what to do. No, don't do that. No, that's not right. I said, oh my God. Child, did he show it? Listen, I don't know what hit the YouTube streets last night because you had Sean Bradley coming on back to back because he came right on after Five Babe went off, and he called himself addressing her. Then you had the issue going on with Brother Jay and Rita. I said, y'all, do y'all see this? One thing about YouTube, this end of YouTube, if there's nothing going on, you can just wait 12 hours and somebody's gonna set it off. Now she talking about how he done gained all this weight, but you said you don't watch him. How you know he gained weight? You said you don't watch him, boo. It's okay. But yeah, Miss Miracle is definitely my little mortician in the making. She is. She is. And I love her being the way that she is because she's fearless to a fault, but it's because she got so much protection around her and she knows it. So the the teacher, one of her teachers at K3 said that oh, she's so smart. And in my mind, I'm saying, yeah, she's 3, going on 40. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Bradenburg, Bradenburg, Alabama. Uh-uh. Where is it near, Didi? I know that there are a lot of small areas in Alabama because I was born and raised in Alabama. I live in Florida now, but I was born and raised there. And the actually the little girl that went missing out of Jacksonville, the okay, yes. Camden, Mobile, yes, ma'am. Have a lot of family in Mobile. Um, but my family is all over. I mean, it goes from Mobile to Huntsville. It's all over. But yeah, they found the little girl up um in Demopolis. And they haven't said, well, yes, that was the little girl and this and that um because they haven't been able to do the DNA properly because she was so severely decomposed. And in my mind, I'm thinking, what? How long has she been dead? Okay. I'm gonna have to shout out Alabama A&M University. Yes, ma'am. Um, but yeah, they haven't been able to positively. Let me see. I know, I know, I know. I don't understand. And they did charge the mother. They charged her with child neglect and something else until they positively identify her. And it's sad because I'm from the area. Of course, I know a lot of people there, um, and a lot of officials. But even though they haven't released a statement officially saying it's her, she was so severely decomposed till it was ridiculous. And that baby was 5. You know what I'm saying? The family hadn't seen her in forever. But her aunt was like, listen, all she had to do was bring her to me. One thing about my family in Alabama and a lot of families, I don't care how many kids it is. Another one added to the number is not going to matter. And so she could have, now she told officials that she was taking her daughter back and forth to Alabama, and that her mom was keeping her. The mom was like, I wasn't keeping her. I haven't seen that baby in over a year. So I was like, that's, and you know what got me? They charged her with child neglect because of what a neighbor said. A neighbor said he was seeing the little girl roaming around the complex by herself looking for her mommy. Had the nerve enough to say he saw her roaming and just took her back to her apartment, told her to go in and lock the door until her mommy got home. Okay, officials, you should have been charging his ass with something because he knowing the seen the girl out there. He should have been calling somebody instead of that. And then it's amazing how people keep up with dates and stuff. He had dates, times, and all. I said, sir, what you're saying is unbelievable, but whatever. So, Didi, you have a lot of family that live in Huntsville. He could have. He could have saved her if he was that concerned. If he was that concerned, you telling them about something that was happening in May, April. Okay, Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you say anything? If you, me, the person that I am, I would have been peeping and waiting to see her when she pulled up so I can go out there and tear her a new one. Oh, okay. Okay, come on. Listen, we have a club and it sits right on the state line between Alabama and Mississippi, and we call it Club Alamis. Girl, you talking about some partying that goes on in there. See, listen, there are people out here right now that cannot have kids that wants to raise and care for children. Yeah, you have this other group over here that's having the children and then mistreating them. I don't understand. I I can't. I don't know. I don't know. It baffles me. I don't understand. I just hope that, and I knew that that was the reason that they couldn't identify her. That chick Chanel, what's going on, Mama? I see you. But the y'all, mm, mm. But yeah, so she didn't have to mistreat the little girl. She could have easily, if you say that you were taking a baby to Alabama, you could have left her there with your parents, your aunt. There were people that were willing to step up. Her sister was like, okay, send me some pictures, let me talk to her, this and that, just trying to keep the the lines of communication open. But when one party is falling short, it's hard. And now this. And then people are saying, well, we don't know that she did this and she did that. Well, she went back to work, business as usual. Then, after it came back that a body was found, because, okay, thank you. Um, when the report came back that a body had been found, she tried to commit suicide. Why? If you did nothing wrong, why try to kill yourself? I don't know. They're not asking the right questions, in my opinion. Then they wanted to say she was in critical condition, yet the next day she was awake and giving a statement. Uh, okay, that's convenient, but that'll be hard because one thing about the children, they're not going to appreciate and try and defend you, especially when the child is involved. And now say a child is no longer here, and everybody was like, well, you can't say that that was her because they haven't released an official statement. They called off the search. They called off the search. Need I say more? So I was like, okay, well, we sitting back waiting, but the body was so severely decomposed that they haven't been able to identify her against any medical records. Mm. So y'all listen, I don't tap back in. Over here, this girl is still going. She had the nerve enough to say quack is right. She said crack is whack. Okay. Well, anything over, I see now, anything over, there's a lot of people in the chat. And so, of course, she's putting on her show. Mm-hmm. Now, Kiki said she dropped in to have a conversation with Rita, but she, in, or, in order to have a conversation with Rita, she got to go back and forth with somebody in the chat. Mm-mm. Honey, let me get up. I got some running around to do before I go pick up this grown woman and come back and see what all is going on. I was running death calls last night, so I was up all night. You know, when I run calls, they I have to not sleep because if somebody passed away, the faster I go and get them, the faster I can embalm them. So I didn't have an issue with that. No, cash apps are not the answer, but did you because she was up in there doing all that, and I wish y'all could go back. Were you in the live? Go get her. Were you in the live? Because she took that live down, but the last 10 minutes of that live, it's not even, yeah, the last 10 minutes of the live was epic. It was. And then they started sending her cash apps. She talking about showing people the cash apps as they were coming in. 3 years. The first year is prerequisites, and the last 2 years is for the program. Mm-hmm. Anybody that's interested in becoming a mortician, I would say get all of your prerequisites out of the way. And one thing that saved me, the prerequisites for the funeral service program and the nursing program were pretty much the same. So I only had two other prerequisites that I had to do um, before I was able to get into the program itself. But once I got in, it was 2 years. Oh, that's not a problem. I have people that shadow me all the time. Now I will say this: if if the sight of a corpse bothers you, you'll know right away whether you can handle it or not. I never forget when we were in embalming and we had our first case. I had, let me see, Dr. Betts was standing to my right, and there was another nurse that was standing to my left. And neither one of them could stand the sight of the corpse, especially as far as, what the body goes through as it's decomposing, because we would have to have, we had a contract with the county. So we would get our bodies from there. Oh, yeah, if you can handle the sight of them, and it's not even so much of the sight, the smell. If you can handle that initial smell, because we're the ones that kill that smell. Whatever I put in my embalming solution, it kills the smell. Mm-mm. Oh no, ma'am, girl. Mm-mm. Somebody's come in, tore up from the floor. I know one case we did, it was a total donor case. And when I unzipped the body bag, when I tell you there was skin in there, um, some bones were in there, and the family wanted an open casket service. I said, a what? From what? You want an open casket service? From what? I give me something to work with. But when I tell you, and that is my best work yet, four of us had to work on her. And when I tell you the picture that they gave me, by the time I got finished doing the bust of the head and the face and building that body back up, I mean, even down to the bones, from the materials that we use to build the body back up, it was amazing. It was amazing because, but that's when you know that you know your stuff and you know that you absolutely, positively meant to do this job. It's not work for me. It's not work. I love it. And when I opened the casket for the family, their first time viewing the body, girl, when I tell you, her daughter fainted, her son could not pull himself together for nothing because they could not believe that I had her looking the way that I had her. They couldn't believe it. That's my best work yet. And I had to record because, like the firm that I work for, we record all embalmings because we do a lot of bodies. And so we record all of the embalmings. And I keep that recording, just for me. And to be honest, out of all the cases that I've done, and we never know names unless we do like the embalming all the way to the final service. We never know names. We just have case numbers. But her name stuck with me because they wanted me to do the service as well. And so, girl, listen, I don't mind going to the hospital, but I love going to the funeral home. That's the only job I would get up out of my deep sleep to go do. I love it. Diddy, which state do you live in? Because shadowing me would never be a problem. And let me tell you something. It is so self gratifying. It makes you feel good on the inside. And I'm going to tell you something. Even to this day, I still cry. Well, honey, I'm down here in hot Florida. You have to take a vacay. Yeah, you get down here, boo boo, and you would. There will definitely not be a problem. It definitely would not be. The only thing about it is, and the only thing about it is, morticians are never off. Don't go all the way to Orlando. I'm right here in Jacksonville. Stop right here. But that will be fine though. Miracles due for another trip to Disney. The last time I took her to Orlando, she was at Disney. She cut up so bad because she didn't want to leave. I told my husband, I said, see, that's what I'm saying. That's your daughter. My kids don't act like this. That's your child. Always. Always. In this city is murder, death, kill. I told him, I said, you know what? And the people walking around, girl, the people was walking around us like somebody was really doing something to the little girl. She out there done fell flat out. You out there looking cute in your tutu and walling all over the asphalt, acting a fool. Girl, I said, I can't do it with her. He had, he still picked her up, threw her over his shoulder, and she was kicking and screaming all the way out of the gate. I said, say, you can't take you nowhere. Mm-mm. Because she didn't want to leave. And I guess, in her eyes and mine, she was so fascinated. Both of my daughters are. My oldest daughter and Miracle. My boys, they're all me. I love my boys, girl, we're friends. But yeah, listen, the last person I had to shadow me, and I let him come in and he watched me, do the embalming process and all of that. He was amazed because going from then to now, he was amazed, especially how I'm able to bring back the naturalness of it, the natural form and color. Yeah, he was amazed. Honey, I'm gonna get up, go in here, get dressed. I got some ripping and running to do before I go pick this princess up. And I may come back later. It depends on what the rest of the day is given. I may come back later. Because, honey, listen, I could talk funeral services all day long, all day. Because the thing of it is, each case is different. Each case is amazing. Okay, boo. Thank you so much for coming through to hang out with me for a little while. Anytime to see me on, I would love, love, love to have you. If you get to this area, I got you. Listen, I got you. You want to walk through it with me? Not a problem. Not a problem. And then I'll let you know if you want to do it. And the real thing is because of how it makes you feel, and the families. Listen, they're so grateful. And anytime I open a casket and they break down crying, I did my job. Hmm. Okay, boo boo. I will talk to you a little later, honey. I'll see you later, boo boo.